Welcome to Nawiri Wellness Stories. Here, we will share with you stories of how life affects us differently and impacts our wellness. If you can relate in any way to the characters in these stories, you're welcome to reach out to share your story too. With these stories, we seek to bring to light different experiences which affect us adversely, to normalize the experiences and in some instances propose possible ways of navigating them. Welcome. Today's story is about Postpartum, Florence's story. When they got to hospital, Florence was reviewed and referred to a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist diagnosed Florence with postpartum psychosis. The causes of postpartum psychosis are not definitively known. The delivery process presents with different experiences for different women. It is the case that there are major shifts in hormones during the pregnancy and delivery process. The hormones that sustain the pregnancy decrease in levels, while the hormones that sustain lactation and nurturing come to the fore. These shifts in hormones can lead to mood changes. Other factors that can affect the individual's mood include a difficult pregnancy period, a difficult birth with complications, developmental challenges with a newborn child, use of substances during and after the pregnancy, and pre-existing mental illness. Postpartum psychosis is serious as it can lead to the affected mother causing harm to herself and or to her child and even to the people around her. Often, the affected individual isn't aware that their behavior is concerning. It's those around her who may notice. It's therefore important for those around a family that has recently had a child to be aware of the signs of postpartum depression and postpartum psychosis. This condition is rare. However, it can happen to any woman and often occurs without prior illness necessarily being present. It is often a scary experience for the mother, for the partner, for the friends and family. It can last several weeks or longer, but thankfully, one recovers from it with treatment. So what are the symptoms of postpartum psychosis? There are many, and here are some of them. Having obsessive thoughts about the baby. Hallucinating and having delusions with thoughts like the baby is possessed by the devil or that people are out to get the mother and or the baby. Having sleep problems, having too much energy and feeling very irritated and upset, making attempts to harm self or the baby, having rapid mood changes from being very energetic to being very low. And there are others too. So the exhaustive diagnostics are left to the mental health professional to provide. Now, these symptoms usually present within 2 weeks after the delivery, with some rare instances where the symptoms present much later, like a month or longer after the birth. The condition is treated with medication and usually resolves after a few weeks. As family and friends, one can also pursue the following to help with the situation. Not judging or arguing with the affected person. Usually, when they're in the psychotic state, they aren't able to engage in productive discussions. Trying to convince them of a given point tends to be frustrating to them and the party doing this. One best appreciate that they are unwell in the moment and not fully able to engage. It's also important to note that they are not pretending. They are unwell and they need help. Stay calm. The individual is usually very irritated. It helps as family to stay calm and reassuring to the affected person instead of matching their irritation. Provide continuous supervision. The individual should ideally not be left alone with the child before they access treatment. As family and friends, come up with a plan to ensure she is supervised and supported at all times. Get emergency medical care as soon as you notice the symptoms. This condition needs medical intervention that can only be provided by a qualified mental health professional. Join a postpartum support group or seek therapy support. Handling an individual with psychotic episodes can be overwhelming. It's therefore okay to seek support from others who are also having similar experiences. The friends and family can also get support from a mental health service provider. If you have had experience with postpartum and would like to share your story, feel free to reach us on 0745 Nawiri, that is 0745 629 474, or email us on nawiriwellness@gmail.com.